Hello fans of Marvel heroes and friends of my channel, welcome to another Q&A. My name is Wilfred and I'm going to play the game, also talk a little bit about the game. I know lately I've been doing a lot of videos on the test center, hero after hero. It can get a little bit monotonous because it's very much the same thing, going through the power, going through the trait and talent, play a little bit for you guys. I enjoyed it, but I thought it's good to also do something different here, talk a little bit about what is the future of the game, how I feel about this second round of the test center. Like I've done it before. First round, you guys know me, I'm always very open-minded on some of these changes. I always like to try first, but I also can see some trends going on from where we are, and sometimes I'm also right, especially the news about when this patch is coming up. And so now a lot of questions this day from a lot of you from YouTube, so thank you for your questions. So I'm going to address some of these questions. I think these are very good questions. The first one is about the pet. Right now you could well, you have a pet here. Right now, there's only two pets that are useful, at least for me. One is plus fighting, one is plus intelligence for the summoner. I thought it was beautiful because, swapping pets in this game is a pain, unlike games like Marvel Heroes. Unlike games like Warcraft, the pets are inside the collection. I've suggested it, but Astro says that it's just too tedious to make or too difficult to make. But in other games, doesn't require to physically move the pet into your inventory anymore. It can be used among all the hero or the character. I mean, imagine how nice it could have been, right? I mean, you assign one pet per heroes in your roster rather than asking us to buy 59 pets. I mean, that's probably a bit ridiculous, right? So even if you can afford it, to roll all these things into a pet, it's just taking way too long. I find it really boring. But so in the test center, the +3 fighting is still the one. So one asks whether that will remain to be so or not. So thank you very much for your question. There are a lot of new players as well. First of all, a big, huge welcome to this game. I can imagine I was a new player once, and I always enjoy living through my experience through your eyes on how you see this game. I know a lot of you struggling with the cosmic gate, as well as questions on the unique upgrade, whether it is the right time or not. I'd like to address that as well. News-wise, there will be some news to share, Marvel Heroes, so I'd like to do that too. And so when I've done the hero testing in the test center, when I share my findings with you, sometimes because I do it in one shot, like within the evening after a long day of work, I may have overlooked something. So I like to adjust some of these heroes that I spend a little bit more time on. Haven't got a chance to edit my video, but I'm going to just say it here anyway. Hope you got a chance to watch it. And in any case, check out the link at the description of the video. I've got it all covered there. For new players, there's a lot of guys that are still very valid as of this point in time. And for those veterans or not, you want to check out which heroes has already been tested by me, you can always go back to the link and to go into the Q&A session and see which are the heroes I've already tested if you are interested to see how they go. So Fox456 has asked about this very valid question. I'd like to spend some time just to address that. You are playing this game right now and you are thinking about the future, how you roll your pet. Now that you are going to have 6 attributes, do you need 6 pet for all this, like a +3 of everything? It's a good question because at the end of the day, depends on how many pets you can afford or how many pets you have. If you have played this game for quite some time, you probably have collected some free one along the way. If not, then you probably may need to buy it so as to get the fixes that is right for your hero. Now, what do I mean by that? Is that moving forward in a new paradigm, the heroes are going to be belonging to each archetype. So each archetype will have 2 attributes that buff the base damage by 4% if you manage to match that attribute. For example, if you look at Warden, Ghost Rider is a Warden. Warden is intelligence and strength. So long as you have gear that has either intelligence or strength, you get 4% of each one of them. From a pet perspective, does it matter if you have a +3 intelligence pet or +3 strength pets for Ghost Rider? The answer is not. I mean, you still get the flat damage of 12% for your Ghost Rider so long as you match one of them. But in reality though, because some of the attributes are more desirable than the others, so there's actually a priority system, and I intend to put this into my quick reference guide so as to help you as you swap the heroes. Then you don't need to always mouse over your tray and then try to understand, derive which one to use, and so on and so forth. Then it will help you, guide you through. Now, I look at the test center as of today. Is still the fighting is still pretty alright. It gives you a global kind of like a crit. It sounds like Path of Exile. No, it gives you a crit rating multiplier to it. So it gives you the it buff your crit rating by X amount. The percentage depending on how much fighting you have. It's still good because crit is always very desirable in this game, especially when all the nerf down, all the stats and so on, so as to give you room for improvement through your gear and through the infinity system and so on. I would say yes, fighting is probably one of the best. Now the intelligence is also very good, so I can't really decide which one is the best yet. Because the game is going to change in a direction whereby I don't even know what happened to the Omega system, Omega gear. So I would say maybe fighting and intelligence are the two good ones. Intelligence buff the crit damage rating, so that is the good thing about it. The rest of the stat, none of them really do much to the DPS wise point of view. The rest of it is more of a defensive. Defensive, you could gear it some other way, I think. So if you look at the rest of the four, I would say durability still is rather alright. It gives you a little bit of health. It's not a lot though, it's actually quite tiny. But it's still better than nothing, I guess. So I will still put durability before energy. Energy is spirit cost reduction. Some of the new hero designs or update and so on, they don't really have a lot of constraint on resources like Scarlet Witch. There's zero resource issue. You just have to accumulate chaos energy as you deal energy. There are other examples like other example as well that spirit cost reduction doesn't even make sense anymore. The only hero so far I've seen probably, if you do a try build kind of Doom that has a high spirit cost, you may need some energy, but the rest of it not really. But I mean that's besides the point. That's really academical. Speed and strength. Strength is one of the worst because strength boosts your deflat if your hero doesn't have deflat. So what if you have higher total deflat damage? What is going to multiply with 0, right? So so strength is some of the worst thing. I mean not the common anyway. I would say if you can't. For me though, I may not even get a strength pad. If he has it, then that's fine. So I think at minimal maybe have. Okay, minimal have 2, which is fighting and intelligence, which I think a lot of us are having anyway, because fighting is for non-summoner and intelligence for summoner. But if ideally you should have at least 5, then you can cover your whole entire spectrum of a hero. So that is just my suggestion as of the test center today, and things may still subjected to change. So don't take this as a golden source yet. I would just change the guide as and when that's required. So I mean, you can take a look at this and probably understand a little bit about even if you don't have a speed, you are only losing 3% of your rooster on the most ideal case, then why not just have say +1 attribute? So instead of fighting, intelligence, durability, energy, speed, and stop there, you can have, my suggestion to you is a fighting, intelligence, and +1 to all attribute. At least you gain something. You don't need to have everything, and you don't need to pay to get a pet such as to get the all these things. Just my thought for you all, because different people may approach this game in a different way. Some like to pay so as to get more pets to get all these fixes. Some are just no. I mean, I just want to play the game, but don't feel too much disadvantage. Here's how I may like to help. Next bit is on the news wise. I've already told you all that this game is not going to be ready by the end of the year. I mean, from what I've seen at the test center, I'll be very, very surprised if they push whatever build they have into the test center. I mean, if you look at the previously, if you look at all these attributes and so on, maybe one question for you all, right? For some of you who has been playing this game for a while, the veterans, now that the intelligence stat doesn't improve the summon ally damage, how can I gear my summoner? How can I increase my stat for summoner? Right? If you look at the infinity germ, the summoner, note there's a cap to it. I cannot go infinity on those like a summoner note. So what do I rely on to scale my summon ally damage beyond the infinity germ, which is capped, beyond the gear and so on? The answer is no, there's none. Unlike the rest of the hero card power that you can infinity in a way that you can go just stack up all the flat damage there's nothing on summon ally damage. So I think they still need to have a lot of work on the whole thing. They need to think through the system. Some of the heroes are rather okay. Some of the heroes still need a lot of thinking, a little bit of very clunky. The design doesn't make sense. Attribute system as well. So anything doesn't make sense, I hope they have got time to change it and so on and so forth. But you know, one thing, you know, I got a fatigue. I don't know about you. My fatigue is that I've been playing this game for a while, and really there's nothing much going on right now. There's really nothing much going on. And I've been talking about this change for so long until I don't even know what to do anymore with this game. Like, you know, yeah. So I would like to okay, what should I do right now? Because I am going to get some Omega Pawn. No, sorry, Omega. Why am I getting Omega Pawn? No, I'm not going to get Omega Pawn. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do some legendary quest, because that is the one thing that I play lately. And you know, one thing that I really wish they have in this game is to have the you know, like World of Warcraft, they have this tabard kind of idea, meaning that you can earn alternative currencies. Last time in the past, now you don't need to. There's something more advanced. But what it really means is that you can play the game in any mode that you like, but earn a currency that's currently not rewarded in the game mode. For example, if I enjoy playing, say, Danger Room, and but I would like to be able to earn Odima, because when I do Odima, you know, when I want Odima, I can't really do any, like, you know, I can't really you know, play Danger Room, right? But what it does is that, okay, imagine this, right? Any XP would earn would then translate to any XP earned will then translate to, say, Odimar, right? Of course, it's not going to be too much of it, but you know, at least there's a good number of it that would you know, that earn you some Odimar. So you can still play any game mode that you like, but yet be able to earn some Odimar, or without having to be very fixated over what to play and so on. So I thought it would be very, very good idea, at least for me. And let me just see what I need to do, man. I mean, this game is so hard sometimes to understand. Okay, so okay, so I've done it. So I just need the hood. All right. So you see this whole thing here, right? In the future, it won't be able to do it. Wow, this is like really hard life, man. So yeah, okay, so that's just one idea for them to, you know, I think they should have some tabard there. I mean, it may not be Odimar if you don't need Odimar, because you already earn a lot of you know, Odimar, and you have played during the anniversary or whatnot. They earn a lot of free level 80 legendaries. So I mean, at least, or maybe commendation, right? Any tokens, not Splinter. I'm not saying that they should lose money doing something like that, but what I'm saying is that just allow us to earn alternative currency while playing some game mode that we are not, you know, it's not rewarded for it. And also, I don't know whether you guys realize or not, or agree with me or not. I mean, all these so-called legendary quests, it's not a group play. You can't replay with your friend on legendary. It'll be like hindering on each other's progress. So why don't they just allow us to play a game mode that we enjoy while still getting rewarded for it? So that's my point on that. So let me play another hero. So I'm going to switch hero for you all. For some of you who are new to the game, may be interesting. Yeah, I mean, I just want to enjoy this game before it's been nerfed on this whole movement thing. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that later. Okay, let's see what I need to do. Octopus, nice and easy. And I'm using a disruptive. Is it a disruptive kind of like? Okay, let me just switch to disruption. Is this a okay? Right now it's disruption. So okay, let's go. Octopus. Let's see Octopus. Octopus. Where is Octopus? Man, I haven't been here. Haven't been playing a long time. Okay. Quick tips on the Cosmic Gate for the people who are playing this Cosmic Gate. Hang on, is this team up the right team up for the? I mean, let me see. Is it companion or this is no good. Let me just get another one. Drags maybe. All right. How do I summon? Hang on, drag set active. No, I can't. Great. So now if you are playing this game new, so I presume you do not have a lot of Odin mark. Odin mark. Well, that too maybe. I presume you do not have a lot of like Omega points, so things may become a little bit like a bit hectic for you. So in that sense, if that's the case, then I would say do spend more time in trying to gear up for the Cosmic Gate, because the problem with Cosmic Gate is that this game, right, the main problem with this game is heroes right now are not very balanced. So you may come across a hero like this is a classic example, right? You guys tell me that, well, I can crash a gate with purple gear with this so and so heroes, and now I can't do it with this hero. Well, that's the reality. Some heroes just a lot more OP than others. Some heroes just very, very weak, and that's also one of the reasons why I feel that this whole Cosmic Gate just that is precisely why I'm not supporting. I think the idea could be good if you are able to really segregate the progression itself, but if you can't, then this whole thing is just very broken. I'd rather not have it, but that's only from me. But yeah, I mean, I would say what should you do? I would say go and get the blessing. I think blessing is important. Get 4 blessing for your hero. You can check out my guide on which blessing to do, but in whatever you do, just get 4 blessing. Bless you. That's my wife playing World of Warcraft right next to me. Get the 4 blessing. Get the legendary. No need grade 80. A lot of you follow in-game guide in marvelheroes.info and think that by doing that you'll get through a gate. But the idea is that in order to get there, you must get through a gate so that you can have access to a lot of end-game content that will help you gear up so as to become the ultimate whatever, the gear that you want. So, some say, oh, I've been farming this unit, I can't get it, the Mask of the Gold or whatever it is for your hero. You don't need that to crash the gate, really. And even if you have that, you may not even crash the gate because you don't have the 4 blessing, for example. Same as grade 80 legendary, like do you need the grade 80 legendary? If you have it, then of course, use it, that's fine. But if you don't have it, I say don't waste time. Don't waste time doing that. Don't waste time doing grade 80. You lost our lot. You lose our 4 blessing just because you purchased a 1000 OD mark legendary. And by the way, grade 80 legendary still can't beat a grade 70 plus the 4 blessing, right? So that's something that I think you can follow guides out there. I mean, you can bypass. I mean, my guides usually just grade 8, grade 70. I don't really push you guys too hard to get what you need, but that's up to you. If you want to progress that, I think it's longer, but at least crash a gate. I would say get a full unique. Go to the all these terminal and so on. Go through the high town, not cosmic, the high town. Get the full unique, everything here full unique. If you can upgrade. If you can't, then you just make sure whatever blessing you have, get it with the whatever artifact you have, just get a blessing inside. You can always swap blessing later on. There's no big deal. All right, so that's something that I would like to at least get you guys on that point. And some of you ask, like, shall you be upgrading the unique or not? Well, this is a hard call. I don't really know what to say. I think it's only like I think you have to make the judgmental call, because it is part of the game. It's part of the game, but I think right now the with all this unique update and so on, that all this recipe that you get may not be useful. Now they say that they say that they may have different some kind of compensation there. I do not know, but don't count on those things. I mean, you don't know, right? So it's part of the game. If you want to upgrade and make your unique useful because you just play for the moment right now, then yeah, I mean, do it. We don't even know what are those things for anyhow. Like, if we have we have all this commentation, what can we buy? What, I mean, is there any advantage so on? I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there's not. So if you can wait, then wait for it. You probably have to wait another, say, couple of months even before the Omega system get into picture, right? So there's something that just need to think about that, all right? So I can't really tell you how to play a game. If I were you right now, I think the question is, can I live without it? If I can live without it, then I don't really bother. But if I can't live without it, then yeah, I mean, of course I will have to make sure that you know, I upgrade my my unique gear so that I can enjoy the game as of now rather than later, right? So wow, no charge up, man. This whole thing is wonderful. Yay! I can just jump around like this. It's fun. Okay, so so that is. I hope that addressed some of your question on what unique, what not to use, and so on. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's about it actually. The next bit is really about my thinking after playing this test center for a while. My thinking about you know, how I feel about this whole thing, this whole change coming along. So now I think I can't pretend that everyone know me because I'm just one of those players out there. I've been playing this game since 2013 March, closed betas. I have a lot of vested interest in this game, be it real money or time and effort. I play about 4,000 hours. Steam doesn't register everything because I didn't start with Steam. But I think all in all, what I'm trying to say is that I'm a very committed. I've been a very committed player in this game. And well, I mean, well, that's one thing. That's one thing. But what I want to say is that you know, I'm very open to change. I mean, I think Marvel Heroes Gazillion has thrown a lot of changes onto me. Some I really hated, some I like it. So, but I still persevere through all these changes and so on. So I hope that says something about me. I'm not someone who just resists the change for the sake of resisting the change. But I also in the past made some good trending or prediction on where the game are. Some of the changes, are they good or not? So I'm hoping to. Hood again, man. I'm hoping to at least like give some thought on this. You know, I'm genuine, I'm open, but you know, I just want to call a spade rather than just like, you know, sugarcoating everything, making everybody happy. But at the end of the day, I just would like to be true to myself as well. Let me just take a look at this one. Okay, stay active. All right, now they have a carnage there. Okay, mobility. To be very honest, let's get real, right? I hated it. I've been very open-minded. I try to do it, but you know, think about it, right? As a non-movement Spider-Man, you know, to see Spider-Man not able to do any jumping, it's just weird. I mean, look at how in movie and in comic book and so on and so forth, how he's able to like just leap around, you know, whenever he wants to. To see Nightcrawler having to like manage his cooldown and so on, the dash and so on, it's just weird stuff, man. I mean, I can't get into a hero. I mean, look at the Doctor Doom or Scarlet Witch, right? To see them having to like just dash, not even able to teleport. It's by itself, it's just like so weird. I mean, I can't do this. I can't really see it happening like that, right? So I've tried it. I hated it. You know, in all honesty, I really wish that they found a way not to have it at all. I think we are trying to be creative and suggest stuff to Gazillion, but I think at the end of the day, it's much bigger than this. It's much bigger than how to fix the problem, right? So let me draw you into this article I've read lately. You can Google it. It's on the Diablo 20th anniversary article. I think it was really well written now. When Diablo first came out, there has been already a role-playing game. Is not new. So, but what was new that Diablo has you know, presented versus the rest of it is that it's fast-paced. It's a lot faster than the existing games that they have. It's simplification. It's a lot of loot. It's very exciting. So if I may say, you know, what Mr. David Brave's legacy on the Diablo is to transform the game such a way that it become very how should I say, very different from the rest. They increase the speed they increase the loot and so on and so forth. So that is his legacy, right? So if you look at Mr. Brave's legacy, as in the Marvel Heroes point of view, I know he left. He tried to do the same thing as well. Let me see whether, hang on a second, before I get too excited, let me see whether my toggle is there. So I mean, if you look at his legacy, is doing the same thing too, which is very much like, Marvel Hero is supposed to be a very fast game, very nice, exciting, like, all these things that's going on. You can like, very different from any other games that you have played, different from like Path of Exile, different from say, different from the Diablo and so on. Why? Because it's just the uniqueness of playing Marvel Heroes. You see hero jumping around. You see hero jumping around with no issue and so on. So that is really why we are playing Marvel Hero, the game. Very exciting for anybody to watch. So in a way, if you're going to take that away from Marvel Heroes and make it slow, meaning that hang on, are these like interloper? I can't really. Like haven't been playing this game for a while. I don't even know what is what anymore. So now, if you look at Marvel Heroes and say that, well, let's just slow things down so that it becomes like a Diablo and so on. But that's precisely what the legacy of Mr. David Barwick is not about. It's not about slowing down. It's about going fast. It's about rushing from one point to another. When there's a boss and so on, no need to charge up and just go for it, kind of thing. So that's very much. I mean, that's very much how I feel about when I look at Marvel Hero and so on. But definitely it is not the case. I think the new developer. I think after David Barwick has gone, it seems to me that perhaps maybe it's a new direction, right? It's a new direction. So new team may not see the same thing like Mr. Barwick, may not share the same vision as what he has. I do not know, but that could explain why they can no longer do certain thing that it's been done before. Maybe just by the way, this one, pick it up, man. After the artifact update, it may be good. So in a way, I think they slow down the thing a little bit. And so on. So I can't pretend to say that I like it. So I just say, man, I mean, I don't like it at all. I try to. I mean, seeing it. Wow, this is a whole bunch of rubbish there. Being able to play freely like this one, jumping around, leaping around, is really what makes the game fantastic, I think. But okay, done. So I'm done with this one here. See, being able to just jump around and be a hero with great reflexes rather than just walking around, limping around as a hero. I mean, that is rather embarrassing, I think. As a hero, I think it's rather embarrassing. So I would say, well, I hated it, but I don't think they'll do anything to change it because the direction is slow things down, like the rest of the ARPG out there. So, I mean, that's always a good question, like why do we even play this game when things are just like the rest of the game? Well, maybe it's for the heroes there, for the Marvel Heroes, because I think it's a franchise. They are still relying on this franchise, making sure that people still like what they do. Now, the reason why I start here right now is I forgot which was the hero I just played, because I forgot to swap the pet. I mean, now, right, even swapping one pet is such a pain. Can you imagine? You have to look at my guide and to say that now I'm playing 4. What art type is 4 and which one to use for 4? I mean, that's just some weird stuff, man. This is some weird stuff. Okay, hang on a second. This one is Industrial City Patrol. No. Juggernaut. We'll do that. Okay, so that is still. I mean, after second round of the testing, I still hated the mobility. What an embarrassment to see some of these heroes not able to move as they want to. But I mean, depending on who you talk to, but there are always some fans who say that it's actually a good thing. I don't know. We'll see. How many of you really would like it or not? One thing, by the way, a lot of you tell me that, kind of laugh at me in a sense. Well, not laugh at me, just that I don't know where the crates are, and they say that it's near the entrance of this whole thing. I swear, man. I mean, the thing about this whole legendaries. I just can't find the crates. I've got this light source right on my left side, so it's not very easy to see things that are dark in color, but that's only my problem, nothing to blame Garcillian of. And I still don't have any crates here. Where are these crates, huh? See, being able to just jump around, man, I mean, this kind of flexibilities, that's why I just want to come back and play this game a little bit before all this have been nerfed. I don't think I'll enjoy as much as before, definitely. Definitely not. But for those who may not have, for the new player who may not have seen how this game is in this glorious no cooldown kind of thing, I mean, no charge thing, probably new player wouldn't have any issue with that, I suppose. It's mainly for the veteran who have seen the best of his days. Then probably would then lament on the on what was it before and what could have been. Anyhow, so that's one thing. Another thing that I find it really hard to like is the infinity system as well as the attribute. Now, to be honest, right now I don't think there's anything wrong with the attributes we have today. The whole problem is just about power ranks, right? I mean, if you look at the biggest update ever, it's about power rank. They want to have one hotbar for good balancing. Just stick with that, right? Stick with that. You don't need to be too creative. No one is going to give you more money for being so creative. I'm just saying, man. I mean, what is wrong with the attribute today? There's really nothing wrong. It's very intuitive. People can't understand what things are, and so on. Now, you want to make things infinity. I mean, that's your problem, right? I mean, then you have to find a way to balance things out. But I've never agreed to I never liked the whole infinity thingy, right? I mean, it helped them to sell some XP booster, but at the end of the day, I mean, whether we enjoy the game as it is or not, well, the thing is about the attribute that I don't like. Why do I not like is that, first of all, it doesn't make sense. A lot of things I can't really like, I can't really internalize on why some attribute behaving in that way. So that's one thing I don't know. I don't know whether how you guys know about it, but definitely I don't think doesn't make sense. And also, attribute compete with the infinity system in some sense that if you are an energy hero, if you are a fighting hero, naturally you go for those that give you the so-called the 5% crit chance or 5% brutal chance through the infinity system, right? But if you are not, I mean, and some of the gems are rather useless as well. You look at all these hard-earned infinity points, and right now it is like a Diablo style, you have to spread across. But Diablo, at least they do it back our way. Is that once you spread across, at least whatever you pick seems to be good, right? And some of the infinity gems just seems like a waste of space. Like, why do I even want to have that germ? Put 167 points, into that germ. And that's way beyond me. Like, like some of this, I wish that I could recover those wastage and to do something different, to do something better with the germ itself. It seems a lot of lost potential, and that's rubbish, right? So in my opinion, they should really have, what they should have done was just look into the Omega system without anything that is not like waste of all the power and so on. And that's it. I mean, you don't need to. I mean, you're already changing all the heroes. We will be very thankful to what you've done. There's no need for you to, like, change all these attributes the way that they are right now. It's just not good at all. I would say not good at all. I don't like a single bit of it. I don't like the fact that some hero, like fighting energy heroes, are just pretty not so good compared to other heroes that I can put, like, I can invest onto attribute through the infinity system, right? And I mean, that's just my thought on that. That's just my thought on that. Do share with me your view. Man, I mean, I think they could have just do something less drastic. And I still don't like the whole, like, uncap of the infinity system, kind of things. But I mean, I don't think they'll change it anyhow. They will probably roll it out and see how it goes, and there will be another round of feedback. People may or may not like it. They may or may not listen. We'll see. Anyway, no point having a team up here. He'll just die to whatever it is. Okay, let me just Okay, so that is one. Infinity system, I've also looked like it, and the artifact the artifact changes. I think you guys probably know how I feel about the artifact changes. I think sure. I mean, I think it's for the good that more artifact will be available for different heroes, so you don't need to always go for the same set of artifacts. Although it never occurred to me that I have to go through the same set of artifacts for the hero as part of the progression. So as I was discussing with some of the friends, you know, I'm happy with whatever artifact I have here, and it works. Although it may not be the best for 4, but I have so many heroes in my roster, I can't fit everything with all the nice gear, so I spread across. To me, the artifact is fine. They sort of like you know, make it very specific that each artifact no longer generic type. You cannot really, like, you know, you have to be very specific. Farm the artifact only benefit a couple of heroes the most. Of course, you can still use it. I mean, you can look at it as a bonus, all these extra affixes and so on. But I don't see it that way. Do you think they'll tune the game based on the bonus, based on what is not the bonus and bonus? No, they'll tune the game based on what artifact is given to you from the item budget point of view. And by right, they should expect us to equip our heroes with the best possible artifact, right? I mean, you know, so that's how I feel about the whole thing anyhow. So let me just play another hero since I still have something to talk about here. What should I do here, guys? Should I do my favorite? Let's do Kitty Prime, man. After a change, I hated it, so we'll see. Nah, I think no Kitty Prime. Let's do something else like Hawkeye. How about that? Why not? Okay, let's go. All right. So that is this the artifact thingy, and I think what am I supposed to do here? Industrial City Patrol, no. Story, no. Midtown, it's destroy cars. I think that one I can do. All right, so back to the artifact thing. Yeah, I mean, sure, the first day is going to be tedious. Is it for the better or for the worse? Well, we'll have to see. I would like to draw your attention to the blessing change. You know, when they nerf the blessing, the Hela, right? A lot of us, including myself, I think Hela is fine. People regret certain mistake, and they should just give people the chance to swap the blessing. If they make a mistake getting a not an effective blessing, just let us swap into something that's good. I thought Hela was good. Now, the new blessing, is it interesting? Interesting, yes, interesting. But it is the same thing, right? If you're pure range, you go for 4 Loki. Pure melee, you go for 4 Hogan. If it's a mix of those two, then you say too bad, you go and get an Odin. Of course, Summoner, there's another one. 4 types, that's it. End of story. How innovative the whole thing? How does it change the gameplay? No, it doesn't. Right, and I can swap anything anyway, and it doesn't fill the gap that, you know, for those hybrid on melee and ranged, you have to get something that is subpar just because we have to make some interesting decision. So I thought, well, I mean, the whole thing is just a little bit rubbish in some sense. I think, you know, artifacts wise, it will be just one of those things. Would it be interesting? Well, yes, it's a little bit of thinking behind it, but at the end of the day, does it change how you play a game? Does it change how you gear the hero? No, it doesn't. It just makes it a little bit tedious, a bit longer, that's all. Because, you know, you still use what you have, right? What is going to change? It's just that, oh, look at the new artifact. There are 2 attributes that I can't use for my hero. Do I still use it? Well, if that's the best you can do, use it. But not, then, you know, use it to some other heroes that will benefit better. But does it make the game interesting? I would say no, it doesn't. It actually make it more tedious. Right now, I can equip 2 hybrid heroes. You can share some gears. You know, that's cool. I mean, I can use a Hand of Doom for all my hybrid heroes. Why not, right? Don't need to think too hard. But now you need to match, like, you know, any of my heroes matches with a 3 attribute or not. Man, I mean, just tedious, man. I don't find it particularly interesting. I mean, at least for me. All right. So that is all I would like to talk about on the my thought on this, like, new system. So are there anything good from me? I think there are some heroes that are good. Some heroes are just like you know, some. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. Yeah. my Google phone talked to me. He think that I did a OK Google again. It's kind of strange, man, all this you know, technology thingy. Okay, so where was I? yeah. So now on what I like, I think hero kind of synergy is I mean some heroes are good, some heroes are just so, but it's one of those things. I mean that the new talent and trait, I think it works for some heroes, but some are just getting worse. That's my take. Let me just do a armor man. Okay, so that is on the hero itself. Why am I doing this one anyway? I don't think I need to do this one. That's on the hero itself. Let me see. Where's my button? I thought I had a shrieking arrow somewhere. That would be rather useful in this kind of environment. Wow, I mean all this like rolling around. Even last time I used to complain about Hawkeye, about his like his or her, inability to have a very good like a movement power. I mean at least it's still like you can move anytime you like. How wonderful it is. All right, so now the guide that I've made, or the test, the heroes that I tested. So I think I'll just make a couple of corrections here. I think the Spider-Man, some of the power actually become range power when you select the first tier of trade. Because I was a little bit concerned, like where are all my range power? Like for the I think the assault, they used to have range power there, like as a range hero. So that is actually addressed from that perspective. So there's no change to it. So for Spider-Man fans, you can still play as a melee, play as a range, and also play as the movement as well. All right, so that's what you can do for Spider-Man. As for Scarlet Witch, though, I think Scarlet Witch has two builds. I think one is chaotic, one is chaotic, one is the destructive. So I think I've done a lot of testing on the chaotic, but I have not spent a lot of time on the other ones, which kind of make. I think in some sense I like the chaotic kind of changes, but I really don't like the I don't really fancy the whole disruptive thing, because at the end of the day you still need even though if you're a disruptive hero, disruptive build, you still need to make sure that your your chaotic energy are being like go into overload kind of like a manner. So I think in some sense the disruptive also becomes somewhat like a chaotic. You still need to manipulate chances. I don't really like the point that you have a meter here to tell me. I think in a way it's good and bad, because it does give you a like something here to tell you like when would the next moment when you become awesome, but it doesn't change. It doesn't help me in some sense that if I didn't know that Hawkeye has this bike. That is so cool, man. What? Where's the boss? Let me just do an ultimate here. Oh, that's my ultimate. Yay! Wow, let's not rush by the bosses, man. Yay, done. So oh, don't get rushed, that's Rhino. Yeah. Okay, so let me just like so that is Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I think they I mean the reason why some of us plays disruptive build is because we don't want to leave everything by chance by too much. But I think moving forward, either way you still need to manipulate chance in some sense. So maybe yet another example that having talent and trait doesn't mean that you have a build variety. It just just different way of designing things. So okay, so that is all that I would like to do today. And what else have I changed? I'm reluctant to look down on my notes, because otherwise I may get jumped by Rhino and say that this is a noob, kind of like playing the game. Who get jumped by Rhino? Yeah. Well, anyhow. Okay, so what else I'd like to talk about? Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, and Gambit range build has a power that is that's physical. That's fantastic. Oh, there's a low-key rune, by the way. That's fantastic, because I've been saying that the reason why I'm not doing any range build is because of the because I'm a hybrid. But now that they make one of the power, the trick card, I know some of you hated it, but I love it. Then it become a hybrid option. I can use it for hybrid, for my hybrid kind of like power. and I can do a hybrid range Gambit, and it's wonderful. I don't think I like the melee Gambit anymore, so that gave me another option. It's good stuff. So like I say, some are good, some are not so good. So that is really all from me, and I hope you kind of enjoy this this video here. Yeah, do let me know what else you want to see in this channel. Some of these questions you have, you can always ask, and I'll do my best to answer. All right, till the next time, see each other. May Odin bless you, have a lot of loot, and accomplish whatever goal that you have set for this game. See you next time. Goodbye.